everybody, I'm Brianna Smike from the Inside Scene Design blog. We are here live from Dwell on Design in the Make It Right home. I am here with Cesar Rodriguez from Make It Right and Courtney Lake, who is the designer of this beautiful space. So we are going to tell you a little bit about Make It Right and some of the design process that made this house happen. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Cesar to begin with and have you tell us a little bit about Make It Right in general and what this space in particular was designed for.
Great, yeah, sure. Make It Right was founded by Brad Pitt 2 years after Hurricane Katrina to help families that wish to return to the Lower Ninth Ward be able to do so and be able to return to homes that were affordable, sustainable, safe, and healthy. And that has been our mission for the last 8 years. We've been able to build over 200 LEED Platinum units, not only in New Orleans, but New Orleans, Newark, New Jersey, Kansas City, Kansas, and then our newest project, which is the reason we're here at Dwell with this home, homes, affordable, sustainable homes for the tribes of the Fort Peck Native American Reservation.
Wonderful. And you see that all the homes are LEED certified. So can you tell us a little bit more about what that means and why that's important to the Make It Right Foundation?
Yeah, sure. When you look at LEED Platinum and you look at such a high standard, for us it really meant being the ability to be able to cut down first on the impact that we have on the environment by the building of a home. And the other part is how that home and those ideas and needs can then positively impact the lives of the people living in those homes. From product selection to how the houses are designed to allow for natural daylight to come into the home, for regular ventilation to go through the home. Those types of ideas really, for us, help and improve the quality of life for the people living in it.
Wonderful. And for the home, did the homes come fully decorated and designed, or did the people who live in them get to choose? How does that design process work?
Great. For our project, each one is different, but for all of them, yeah, we just do the home.
Oh, just the home.
Just the
okay.
home. But the great thing is that the homeowners get to pick all of their finishes. So in New Orleans, we have a very vibrant, very bright community because homeowners choose those colors. So when you walk through a neighborhood, you see this beautiful array of just wonderful Benjamin Moore colors throughout the neighborhood. But the majority, that's how it works in New Orleans. In Montana, we worked with the tribal members in the tribal council, housing council, to develop the palette of the home. From finishes to the colors you see on the walls to what you see in the countertops and throughout the rest of the home.
Wonderful. And for the design, which is obviously Courtney, your expertise, it's a beautiful space and you use some of our favorite products. We are a big fan of Resource and Clay and we love, I seriously always say this, but I want to build a home just so that, maybe I can build a Make It Right home and then decorate it all with clay and have like 50 people live in it. It's phenomenal. So I'm so excited you've chosen to use that.
They are a fantastic partner. It's like the fact that they can find really unique, really interesting ways that are space saving but also stylish. I absolutely love. And then we pulled in a couple other sponsors. We really tried hard to, since this was a home that was going to be going to an environment where you don't necessarily have high-end or the luxury of going down to a design center. It's like we tried to basically do things that you could order online, you could actually find yourself, but also we're green and also we're eco-friendly. So we pulled in Williams-Sonoma, we pulled in Elka Home, which is a great LEED certified company. We pulled in Saunders, which is a company that not a lot of people know about, but they do some really great flat pack pieces that basically aren't IKEA, but they're really cool looking. And then we pulled in some great bedding from Crane and Canopy. So we really pulled a lot of different things, and then we added some little pops in there from companies like Sklo, which is a fantastic hard glass company. So you can really show that you can have some really great impactful design that was green, easy on the wallet, but also beautiful.
And I love that because you're sort of hitting this trifecta of really what you want in a design, so that it's good for the environment, it's good for your wallet, but it's also beautiful and aesthetically pleasing. So you're not sacrificing on that. It looks good and it feels good to live in that home.
And I think you had a really great point here is the fact that you can't do all this work that Method Homes and Make It Right are doing without that last one, which is how it feels. It should feel good. You should have that Oprah moment, as I call it. You should walk in and be like, oh. You should have that singing moment. That's what we want. Every time someone walks in here, we want them basically to sing. And that's why we chose some really great artwork, some indigenous artwork. We mixed it in with photographs from Pure Photo, which is a great company here in Southern California. So we really tried really hard to find that impactful plus that whimsy so that you can get your butterflies in your stomach moment.
And can you tell us a little bit more about, I mean, we noticed with the resource you have the small space, so there's, you know, definitely taking advantage of the space. And I mean, this home is a good size, but I think you mentioned that there would be possibly numerous, like multiple families or larger families living in these homes. So can you talk to us a little bit about maximizing your space
Sure.
in these homes?
I mean, one of the things I really took into consideration is that I grew up in low-income housing. I was like, that's basically one of those things that I remember. It's like we had a family of 8 living in a 3-bedroom. So when we started looking at design, we tried to really focus on these are not going to be families that it's like a typical family. There's going to have a mom, a dad, and a kid. There might be like extended family members living in that home. There might be like multiple families, generational families living within that space. We really try to take consideration each particular piece had to do double duty, which is why Resource was such a great partner to pair with. Because you literally are sometimes sleeping 3, 4 kids into a room. If you look in the kids' room, that can sleep up to 4 kids. And it feels open. And it feels open. The master bedroom easily can basically have a chunk of bed pulled up underneath. So you can have things like mom and dad plus a child in there. The guest room or the second or third bedroom can sleep like 2 to 3 people easily again with the wall bed. So we really tried really hard to find ways that we're going to basically maximize the space. And then of course you have this great, literally great, and the emphasis in regards to the ceilings are 14 feet. Because they're 14 feet ceilings, so you have one massive open space. So you have this real sense of living. Tons of light. Again, that's the big thing. You have windows everywhere. If it wasn't load bearing, they put a window on it. So basically, again, we're in Montana.
Wide
light,
for sure.
beautiful scenery. Let's bring that indoors. And a lot of low-income housing doesn't take that into consideration. They're basically trying to figure out what's the cheapest, most economic way to put in there. And Method Homes Make It Right really worked really hard to make sure the structure that I had to make pretty was going to be not only beautiful but green, but also again going back to thing, felt good.
Right, and serves the people, and I think that's what we love about this design is that it's really serving them. And we want to know, how can we help? What is it that we can do to continue to allow Make It Right and to design these beautiful homes for people in need?
Yeah, definitely. For us to continue to do our work, you know, besides the great partnerships that we have with our product partners and so on, it honestly helps a lot with, you know, just people being able to visit our website, learn about what we're doing, and donate to us, right? It will allow us to continue our work in New Orleans, to continue our work in Fort Peck, and you know, another project that we're doing with SSA, all meant to address, you know, and help communities in need. The best way to do that, you can go to makeitright.org. You can just click on that Donate Now button and it'll take you to a page where you can log in on your information and donate and help us continue our great work.
Wonderful. Well, great work it is, and thank you guys so much for joining us, Caesar and Courtney. And I am Brianna. Stay tuned. We will be bringing you more dispatches from the world design and specifically Dwell on Design.